Hello. I am back from a little bit of a YouTube break. I've been training. Don't worry, I've not stopped cycling. I've just been training. I've been in Girona quite a bit, and at the moment I'm in London. But yeah, I've just been kind of focusing on the training and building back fitness ahead of next season, and I've not really had much to really capture. But I also think it's really important to take a break from things like YouTube from time to time and social media, because otherwise you kind of lose that enthusiasm for content. But I found some enthusiasm because my coach came for a weekend and we filmed some content in the gym. So yeah, we've put together a video of 4 key exercises that cyclists can do in the gym. And we've also put together another video, which I'll be releasing, which is a Q&A of us answering basically a load of your questions about the gym as a cyclist. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. Please like and subscribe and comment. I hope I will be back with more content soon. But yeah, 2025 is looking super exciting. I've got some new sponsors and I've announced them on my Instagram, or some of them on my Instagram. But yeah, I'm so excited to announce my calendar. It's looking great. My first race is in just over a month. Oh my God. Oh, but yeah, I've just had some time offline, time to reset, and I'm actually feeling really good ahead of the season. Got a little Zwift set up in the kitchen at the moment because the weather's been so bad. I just moved my bike in here so I can watch on the big screen, or I can watch films whilst I turbo. But I've like twinged my knee slightly today on the turbo, so hopefully it'll be okay. But yeah, aside from that, training's been amazing. Like, I've had a really great time. I've done some good long rides in Girona, and I'm gagging to get back to Girona, to be completely honest with you. London is so rough for riding. I want to give a quick shout out to King of the Wild Frontier, who let us use their space, which is the gym actually that I use whenever I'm in London. It's in the Brentford area and it's super great gym space that I'm just super lucky to be able to use. And they let us film our little gym video in it. Also introducing my coach Tom, who runs The Edge Coaching, and he's going to talk through some key exercises for cyclists.
So this is the box squat. Effectively, we're squatting to a box or a bench, and that just gives us a marker as to where to stop eccentrically loading and then start coming back up again. It typically means that you can go a little bit heavier than a conventional squat, and what we're kind of trying to get with this particular exercise is that the bench is roughly 90 degrees of flexion, or just above at the knee. So take the barbell onto the back, standing back again, spot where the bench is, and down to the bench, straight back up again. Nice and slow on the eccentric phase, but once you've touched, you're looking for as much speed and muscle recruitment on the way back up again.
And how many reps would you do?
Depends where you're at, as everything it depends.
One.
Depends where you're at in your strength training journey. But Maddie, you're fairly advanced in your programming. So right now we're looking to maximise the quality of that lift. So effectively get quite a lot of load on the bar for fairly short or low amount of reps. So we're looking for 5 to 8 rep ranges, something like that, to maximise the strength component. Bulgarian split squat. It's a unilateral exercise, meaning using one leg or one side only. My setup is with the barbell on the back. If you're not too confident with doing it with the barbell, because of the lack of stability and risk of falling and hurting yourself, then you can just use dumbbells, because obviously if you do start losing balance, you can easily drop them, unlike using a barbell. But when you get to a certain weight, you'll find that the limiting factor is your grip, and at that point then you need to move to a barbell. So we've got bench, plate 20. So this is my exact setup for my split squats, and that's just to touch my knee on at the bottom of the lift. So just like the squat, take the barbell off, nice and strong and stable with that front foot. Rear foot balances on here. There's 2 positions generally, which is either toes on the bar on the bench, or foot on the bench. I find foot on the bench is much more strong and stable for me. And then coming down, and key point here is that the weight is going down and back. So you should always have a right angle at that front knee, and critically the knee shouldn't really come over the toe. If you find that your knee's coming over the toe, you'll find a lot of lack of stability there. So down and back is a key cue for this one. Jobs are good.
And here we have me demonstrating the version where you've got dumbbells rather than one barbell. So you hold one dumbbell in each hand, and this is when you're doing lower weights and you want more stability.
Okay, RDL.
What does that stand for?
Romanian deadlift.
I actually didn't know that, I was just testing you.
So, posterior chain exercise, glutes, hamstrings, lower back. The key point to this is that it's a hinge exercise. So unlike the squat or the split squat where we have triple flexion and triple extension, with this one most of the flexion and extension is coming from the hips, and we have a slightly bent knee while doing so. So you should feel a lot of tension at the hamstrings. So grab the bar with a flat back. The move starts from the top, which a lot of people don't know. We start from this position, and then we drop our hips back, straight down, with a straight line of force to there, and then back up again. To be fair, I probably had slightly too much bend at my knee that time. So, straight back, hips back, flat back at the top, and back up again. So at the bottom of the exercise, you should have a lot of tension in the hamstrings and lower back, and then straight back up. This exercise can also be done single leg. So working unilaterally, this hanging leg comes back with exactly the same mechanics to there, and then straight back up again. And again, nice and slow on the eccentric, really trying to focus on control, and then back up again. Voila.
And here's a demonstration of the single leg Romanian deadlift, but with a kettlebell rather than a barbell.
Nice. Box step-ups. Key point to this, we have a 20-inch box, I think, 20-inch box, which for me is just over a right angle at my knee. Key point to this is we're trying our best to maximise the work done on the lead leg. So that being said, it's very easy to subconsciously try and push off with this other leg, and thus you're not maximising work done here. So to try and prevent that from happening, what I like to do is really slow the exercise down, but also slightly unweight that back leg first. So almost come out onto your toes and then drive with that lead leg up to there. Now for this, to be fair, for this height of box, this is probably a little bit too heavy for me, because I've noticed there that I am using a little bit of momentum at that first little part of the lift. But what I'm trying to do is lean forward into it, off onto the toes, and then just driving with that lead leg. Once you've done a certain amount of reps, coming back onto the side, lean forward onto the toes, driving up and back down again. And again, to maximise time under tension, eccentrically loading it nice and slow back down to the ground.
Also, I realised that my favourite Christmas present is in the background and I need to show it. So I'm very excited about this. So this is a map where Courtney and I are pinning. All right, I'm actually going to show the detail. There's like a legend down here. So we can pin where we've travelled in the world. So whenever I do a race somewhere cool, like Chile later this year, I can pin it What cause?
You forgetting any updates?
What happened?
I'm engaged!
Courtney's
to Maddie.
engaged to Bailey. I proposed to
my
Courtney in Mexico.
Yes, we're engaged. I'm a fiance.